Okay, alright, we'll do the update and we'll do all this stuff. This is dirty. Pile of clean blankets. So, more goods. And our little buddy. Hey bud, how are you? Dirty. Hey, bull lovers. Let's get Frank. Let's get our little Nina. Okay. What you eat? I guess I'll just put you in the lap for now. So there you can nice and comfy. Little man. Hi, fluffers. You are looking very fluffy today. Oh, neat. Oh, I've got a can of food in my pocket. You're very fluffy. You better behave, mister. That's nice and cozy. Alright, let's do the, oh, where's, oh, laptop is here. Good job. I know you're out of space. I know. Mm. Oh, that's 2 minutes. He has caught himself a puff. Alright, come on, laptop. Oh, laptop. Come on, work with me here. Work with me, laptop. Oh, sigh. Come on. My laptop is like, of course, crashing right now. Because that's what it does at critical moments. Just crash. Come on. There we go. Okay. I'm just trying to calculate his dosage. Which means that I need to weigh you one more time. You haven't had a big meal in a little while. I don't know if you'll be hungry right now because I had a big afternoon. Oh, buddy. Oh, did you have a pee? Okay, I'll get you some dry. 5:20. Okay. Oh, this is about 2. Oh, you just had a pee. Just a fresh pee. That's totally alright. I think you look very handsome in purple. Alright. Oh, little man. Now we'll get you some meds. We'll get you your. Let's see, we need something to set this on. Higher. There it is. Alright, 520 is our current weight. Whoops. 0.52. So that puts us at 0.12. There's no lid. Alright. So, we went in to get just to do a bandage change and for her to check. And one of his stumps was filled with pus again. So that's not great. Not as bad as before, but still quite a lot of pus. So I'm increasing the antibiotics to 3 times a day. And gonna have to, unfortunately, there you go, buddy. Sorry, bud. I'm gonna have to squeeze the pus out twice a day, which is not gonna be pleasant for any of us. Hey, little buddy. So it was kind of a rough afternoon for us, because Dr. Henderson had to remove a couple of the staples that were holding his skin down over his bone, and just so that the drainage could happen better. And then, of course, his little bone stump was popping out, so we had to then put in a staple. So it's a bit of a challenge with just the way his bones are terminated and his skin, the way his skin is and all of that stuff. So he got an extra bonus dose of pain meds. So he's feeling pretty good right now, but he's probably going to be pretty sleepy. Such a good boy. He was very brave. But they got him cleaned out, and we're going to do these just kind of light bandages. They might not, it's hard to keep them on because we didn't tape them, because I didn't want to be having to rip tape off twice a day. So these, I'll have to see how well these actually stay on. And I'll just have to rebandage him probably at least twice a day. So that's the current plan. Little man, should we see if you want a little snack, buddy? steal one of the tripod cans. So, let's see. So, I mean, we're doing everything that can be done. So I'm hoping that, we're increasing the dose of the antibiotics from twice a day to 3 times a day. So that should help. And then the wretched draining of pus should also help. But ultimately, he needs to be able to fight the infection off. And it was looking better there for the first day or so, but it's hard just the way just the way everything is down there. It's hard to it's gonna be hard for it to heal. And because he's not strong enough for surgery right now, they can't do anything to really terminate it properly. So this is really all we can do. And he just has to keep fighting and have a little snack. But see, he still loves his foods. Oh, but I didn't put a bib. I didn't give you a bib. Here, sorry. Such a tease. Here, put that down. I didn't know you were going to be so excited. I was assuming you would be sleepy. Wasn't prepared. I know, I've got more. So, okay. Aw, isn't he just such a delight? Look at him, he's starving. You're going to make a big mess. Here, let me get you a big spoonful. Look, give it to me. He says, stop talking. Stop moping and give me my foods. Here, I've got to get your Fortiflora on there, buddy. There. Oh, looky. Oh my goodness. That's Topper having some wonderful diarrhea. Oh, food is so exciting. Here, now we've made a mess. Oh goodness, now I try to keep you clean and now you're all dirty again. Let's get you another blob. So that's, the fact that he still is demanding food just shows how strong of a spirit he has when his little body is so darn weak. So, that's what gives me hope. Because by all other indications, any other kitten under these circumstances would have been gone long ago. So he's got something special in him. That's for sure, don't you, buddy? Here, do you want me to make that easier for you to do? So much delicious Fortiflora. Oh, it's so tasty. That's my boy. Bring me my bowl back, lady. That's what he says. So he just powered through a quarter of a can right there. That's very impressive. He worked up an appetite, huh? Here. Excuse me, Toppy. You can help clean up. Here, let's remove this worthless piece of toilet paper. That's not for you to eat, Mr. Toppers. I will give you your own. You want some more? Here, come over here, buddy. Let me give you some over here. That was some very stinky poop. Like, he's like, I hear you making my dinner. Hurry up. Oh my goodness, look at him go. Oh, he loves it. Oh goodness, we're making a big mess, huh? So, not the news I was hoping for at the vet, but I believe in you. You know I do. I know you're gonna be fine. But Dr. Henderson, is trying to also. I tend to be very optimistic, but the reality of the situation is that in any other kitten, I mean, any other kitten would not be alive right now. With facing everything he has faced and is facing. Oh, piggy. Do we need to give you some water? I can give you some more fluids too. You want to sit up and drink some water? What do you think? Oh, good. Here. All right, let's get you somewhere clean. I know. Are you gonna go to the bathroom? He just had a big pee and he had a big poop before we left the vet, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's done peeing. He may have to pee again. That was really good job, buddy. I'm proud of you. Do you want to try anymore? Yes. Should I give you some more fluids? Maybe we'll just do some fluids. Then you can have a nice sleep. Nice sleep. You probably need to have a nap. Like he's got his little third eyelid out. That's because he's on pain meds. So not out of the woods by any stretch. And the fact that he has an infection with his body temperature staying so low is also not like a super great sign because it means his body's not mounting a response because he should be having a fever to try to kill the infection, but he's just not strong enough. So, little man, we will help you. Yes. So I guess what time is it? So 7 o'clock. Wow. Little man, you're so sweet. Look at this little guy. He's so handsome. So his little stumpies are hopefully they'll stay bandaged. So I'll drain him again in the morning. So I'm going to add that to the schedule. Yeah, his other leg was better. Yes, we did culture the pus. We did, but it takes 3 to 7 days to culture, so we won't know for sure. We're very limited with what antibiotics we can use in a kitten this small. So Clavamox is something that is safe, um, and so but we did culture it and do a sensitivity just to make sure, because we know that we have resistant bacteria out there, so at the colony. So I think that was important to do to make sure that we're treating with the best possible stuff. And I need to we took pictures, which I need to email to Dr. Henderson. So Tip buried the food with the litter in the litter box. Oh, Tip, so silly. At least it's clean litter in a clean litter box. Yeah, so we can't leave it uncovered because of the bone is exposed basically. So we can't leave it uncovered because that just introduces a huge risk for more infection, especially if he's pooping and peeing and getting stuff on there. So we need to keep them covered, but still allow for drainage. So that's kind of the really challenging balance we're trying to find. And so it's just going to be a matter of doing the best we can and monitoring very closely. Of course, it is a weekend again, so hopefully he will do okay with this bandage situation. Oh. So, little buddy, add some stuff to your regimen. It's not going to be super fun, but it will help you get better. Um, I'm not sure. Yeah, he's not septic. We did a CBC. Um, we should have that back tomorrow. And then the culture and sensitivity will take 3 to 7 days, and that does go over the weekend. So, just so. Sunday barbecue on the bypass. Tomorrow and Sunday are both going to be really difficult schedule wise. So I think I'm just going to go back and forth because it's really nothing that I'm comfortable with delegating to someone else at this point. So I'll just make it work. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Right, little buddy? Lots of people are coming to help out at Barbecue on the Bypass, so that's good. So that we'll have plenty of people there. Your toes are dirty because you were grabbing at the foods, huh? He's feeling pretty good right now because he got a bonus dose of pain meds. Only 2 hours early. Well, probably 3 hours early. Which is fine. Yes. Oh, you like that, don't you? So, gotta keep him warm and comfy and keep him fed and keep him depussed and snuggled. And it's not going to be pleasant to clean the pus out, but he is quite comfortable other than that. And so I'm not sure. I'll see how he does on the pain meds tonight. If he eats on his own, he did eat on his own a little bit while I was at my gala meeting for the first time that I've seen. So that was cool. So we'll see if he does that when he's on the slightly higher dose. Because I had bumped him down. I was sort of like taking him off the pain meds, but he was on like a low dose. But we basically just gave him like a little dose again. So hopefully he will be not too groggy, but very comfortable. Very comfortable. He looks pretty comfy now. Don't you, buddy? All right. The other leg has been draining better. Didn't seem as bad. So I guess we will just wait and see how it goes and keep working on fattening him up. I should see how much he weighs after his big snack. That was a good snack that he had. I'm very happy about that. That's very good. Little man, doing things a little man can. Ooh. Oh. 552. 551? Okay, we'll go with 551. That's pretty good. That's pretty impressive work for a little kitten on pain meds, huh? With 2 little thumps, 2 pussy thumps. That's pretty good. Oh, my schedule is all messed up. Okay, 7 p.m. What time did we do? It was probably like 5:30 that we did. Oops. We did that. 0.02. Oops, 5:30 p.m. Food. Oh, Clorox. Wait. Hey, buddy. I gave you fluids at 9. I should get you more fluids then. Oh. Where did Frank go? Did I bring Frank in? Frank might be still over there. Oh, he's so cute. We do need to free Frank. I don't know where Frank is. Frank is around here somewhere. He went to the vet with us. Frank is somewhere. I think Frank may have been peed on, but I'm not sure. Oh, I'm enough, I think. And I hear there's a situation over on the tip cam that I need to attend to. Oh, little man. I think I needed some kitten snuggles from Cassidy. After the, it's always hard to see stuff like that. He's feeling pretty good now, though. Make sure he gets his pain meds before I do his pus draining. So let's see, next session. So I'm going to do fluids. Temp was low again. I'll take his. Let me check his temp. I don't think. He is overall. You can tell though he is feeling better, despite the fact that there is still pus in there and that his little stumplets are a mess. We just have to get him strong enough to have some sort of surgery to make it manageable down there. I would imagine he needs to be at least a kilogram or 2.2 pounds. He's about halfway there. So get the pounds packed on. Hopper, what are you doing? That was your brother. Your brother woke you up. He's being noisy. He's quite a little scamp. So Topper, I did take Topper out today to meet the teens and explore the house a little bit. He was not impressed by the teens. If I had my phone, I don't know where my phone is, but if I had it, I have a little video. Mm. He got very ferocious. Very puffy and very ferocious and was like yowling. Yowling. And Barty was like, "What'd I do?" And then the teens all ran away because they were scared. He's very intimidating. Alright, so little man, your job is to keep your little bandages on. Get some rest. Gain some weight. Don't make any more pus. Oh, man. Oh. You're so handsome. It's a miracle that they don't have ringworm on top of all this. That would be pretty wretched. Oh. Oh. It's just been, it's been a busy day. So then when I finally sit down, it's like, then I'm ready for a nap. Me and you both, buddy. It's stressful for the human too when we go into the vet, isn't it? Not as bad as it is for you, I'm sure. He did have a nice big poop for them, and then he had a nice big pee when we got home. So that's still working. That's very good. I don't think Laps did a PCR test on Rose. Because remember how I was saying like that like the normal intake protocol is you inspect them for lesions and then you blacklight them, and if you don't see any suspicious lesions and if they don't fluoresce, then they are considered to be clear. So like the only reason I did a PCR on these guys is because I knew they came from the colony, and I wanted to just make extra sure because I have little kittens over there and I just wanted to be extra careful. And we've had basically all the kittens that we brought in have had ringworm, so I just had to assume that these guys had it. So, but normally if we had done intake over at Laps, they would have considered them negative because they don't have any lesions and they didn't fluoresce. And so Rose, when she came in, didn't have any lesions and she didn't fluoresce. And so there was really no reason for them to do a PCR test because they're expensive, and if there's no lesion or anything like that, it's reasonable that they would have not done one. And some cats carry ringworm without lesions, and they're just carriers of it. So they're assuming that that's what is the scenario with Rose, which is really awful. It's really unfortunate. Just because it's, they're already super full in their ISOs, and now they've had staff going in and out of there without gloving and gowning because they had no reason to think that they needed to do that. So it's a big bummer for them. It's a big bummer. And it's also kind of scary to think that, like, I've been able to I've PCR'd all of my moms that I brought here just because I can't do an intake exam on the feral ones so I don't know, they might have a lesion and I don't know. So that's why I've been PCRing them. And luckily both Floney and Cisco came back negative. Look at you, Topper. What do you do? You look very cozy. You found a little spot. But yeah, that's a huge bummer for them. So ringworm is treatable. They say a minimum of 42 days to cure with aggressive treatment, which is what we do. It can also self-cure in 12 to 16 weeks, typically, if it is not treated. So because of the number of cats and kittens at LAPS, they have a very stringent isolation protocol they follow, and they also treat it very aggressively to prevent it from spreading. This is just why the isoasis is so important, because they're completely full and now they have this other litter that they thought was not a threat, and now they're it's a hard situation for them, and it's just so much more work for the staff, and they don't have really appropriate spaces to isolate sick cats and kittens, and they do a great job stretching the spaces that they do have, but it's really hard on the staff. So we're all looking forward to the isoasis being built. I mean, these guys, I assumed they were ringworm positive, and I knew that labs didn't have space for them. So if I hadn't been able to take them here, um, I don't know what we would have done. It's really tough. It's tough, and it takes so long to cure that, and it's very expensive to treat. Um, but the good news is it's totally curable, and once they test negative twice in a row, they're totally adoptable and healthy. Um, so it's not life-threatening. It's just highly contagious, time-consuming, and expensive to treat. Just that. Oh, Kelly is on the ringworm rotation. That's awesome. It's so helpful to have people going over there and helping them out to do snuggles and stuff because a lot of the kittens are from the colony and so they come in and they haven't been socialized at all, and so like they can treat them medically, but it's the staff are so busy that they don't have a lot of extra time to do like snuggling, and it just also takes so much time to glove and gown and go in and get all the supplies and everything. So it's super helpful that like Kelly and Lori and a bunch of people have been helping out, um, which is really awesome. Really awesome. It takes a big load off the staff, and it helps make the kittens more adoptable because otherwise you put a feral kitten in isolation for 6 weeks, you're going to get a feral kitten out of isolation. A feral kitten, at least without ringworm, but it's still going to be a feral kitten, and you're not going to be able to adopt it. Unlike this guy, who is not so feral anymore. Are you, especially now when you're on your happy drugs? Oh, little man. So we have quite a bit of work ahead of us. I was pretty excited because I saw him get up and eat on his own today, so I was kind of like excited going into the vet appointment, and then like super bummed seeing the pus in there, and then like the traumatized seeing the little bone poke out, and it's just quite a roller coaster. But we're in it to win it, aren't we, buddy? Yes, we are. Oh, so and what Kelly's doing is even better. Like helping out with the closing up stuff, so cleaning and feeding and stuff like that. It's so helpful. So thank you, Kelly. You're awesome. His temp was 37.3, which is low. He was 39 this morning because I suspect possibly he got cold on the ride over. I'm not sure. I don't know. He wasn't. He has two heating pads in the room, and Frank also heats up, but he heats up in the microwave, so he doesn't stay warm forever. Um, it would be nice if Topper would snuggle with him, but Topper has shown us over and over again that his priority is face gnawing. So you can kind of see that, like Topper's playing by himself in the other room right now. You can kind of see what I've been saying about having to make a decision at some point about whether to adopt Topper out on his own, and get him into a home where he's loved and getting attention all the time instead of just, when I'm in here visiting and when I let him out in the house. You can see how that sort of, at some point it's not fair for him he's essentially by himself now, right? He can come in here, but Cassidy can't play with him. He's in that kidney phase, like right now he's attacking his blanket. He was taking a nap and now he's woken up and he's attacking his blanket. So he needs someone to play with him and to like snuggle with him, and So at some point, if Cassidy's not like if he's gonna be kind of not able to interact with Topper too much, then I think it would be in his best interest to adopt Topper out. But still not to that point yet. Topper's not big enough for his neuter yet. He still needs a little more time, I think, being socialized. But he really is. He's super close. He's just initially when you first see him, he forgets that he likes you, and he's scared. And then as soon as you kind of like grab him and pet him, then he's like, oh right, this is okay. I don't mind it. This is awesome. But he's still like, if a potential adopter met him, he would probably hide and be scared initially. But you've all seen his potential. Topper is twice the size of and twice the age of Tip's kittens, and she has enough on her plate having 12, let alone having one more giant kitten. He's got diarrhea, so he's got some sort of intestinal parasites going on that I don't need to introduce into that group. So there are a number of reasons why I'm not putting him over there. He's 4 or 5 weeks older than they are, which is quite significant. And you've seen how exuberant he is when he plays. The kittens over there are Cass's size, so they're like half his size. That's a good boy. I'm gonna be a good boy. No sneak attack. You can snuggle. You can snuggle. No, look. You're too feisty. Here, do you want to snuggle with him? I'm sure that he would like that, but don't wake him up. No, I'm trapped. Do you want to show everyone your upside down hover topper? Oh. Back it up. One-handed upside down hover topper. Oh, he's so floppy. He's very sloppy. You're all dirty. You're all dirty. I was supposed to have a dinner tonight, but I had to cancel it. Wait, buddy. Oh, you're so cute. You're so round. He's like a sloth. All floppy and fuzzy. Where's your mouse? Should we go find your mouse? No, don't wake your brother up. No, hands are not toys. Oh no, we'll find you a real toy. Go on. Okay. All right.